volumes in the early half today, as everywhere posts in the early half today. They have been saying, pray for Nigeria, pray for Nigeria. When they needed to take action, they never took action. Pray for Nigeria. Now, you can see the wars that have actually happened. Is it a prayer that is going to work in Nigeria now? Now, the wars have finally happened. The wars have finally happened in the early half today, and the wars have come to the wars. Looking at what is happening now, I'd like us to stay connected to the end of this video. Everybody is now posting RIP in different media platforms. You will see this yourself. Is this the right thing to be done in Nigeria? Everybody is posting RIP. I would like us to stay connected to the end of this video to really see what really transpired. I will show you the video in full. I will show you everything in this video, so if you can share this video, ensure you share to different social media platforms. Let it go viral. And if you cannot share, just like it as you're watching it, like it, give the thumb up, so that will be recommended for us. We'll be there, stay connected. I'm coming back again.
Welcome you back to LAJUPOG TV.
I don't have bad news for you today.
The home of religious gossip.
But you should leave the fight for Muhammad.
What is happening in the Christendom? Join now to make sense with LAJUPOG.
Hello my great and wonderful viewers, welcome back to LAJUPOG TV. For those of you coming across this channel for the very first time, ensure you click the red subscription button appearing on your video screen, and do well to click the notification bell icon so that whenever we drop a new video in few hours time, YouTube will easily notify you and let you to know what we have in store for you. Now, a lot of things is happening in the political zone, and what is happening in the political zone is affecting the Christendom right now. There have been a massive tears in the Christendom because a lot of things is already going down. Nigerians did not see this coming. Had it been that they see this coming, they would have done everything possible to stop this. But now, the thing have finally come to worse. People actually shed tears in the early afternoon when they saw this video that is circulating right now. You know, a lot of people have been writing RIP and RIP up and down in different media platforms. You know, people saw the video, and the moment they saw the video, a lot of people felt bad because they never know that this thing can get worse to this extent. Now, Adeboye came out, Pastor Adeboye of the Redeemed Christian Church of God. He actually came out few months ago where he was defending this present government, not knowing that this is about coming. He was defending the criminality and the rascality and the shenanigans that have been taking place and the irregularities that have been taking place in the political system of Nigeria. This man came out to defend it in press conference in a public space. You know, the video circulated where a lot of people were actually attacking him. But now, the wars have finally come to war. So I'd like us to stay connected to the end of this video, because I will be showing you the video of everything that transpired in the early half today that makes people to be writing RIP up and down. If you can share this video, ensure you share it. Share to different social media platforms. Let it go viral. And if you can share, just like it as you're watching it, like it, give it a thumb up so that it will be recommended for us. You know, the political system of Nigeria, I mean the Nigerian politicians have failed Nigeria totally, and Nigerians have now run under the umbrella of their different religion and all of that. But now the Christianity aspect of it that we run under have finally leaked. The umbrella of the Christianity couldn't sustain Nigeria because the leaders that we believe in so much in the Christendom, they have finally failed Christianity. They failed Christianity to the extent that the worst finally happened in the early afternoon. They never see this coming. All they have been running after since all this while is the tithe and how they're going to be collecting tithe and all of that. They have been running after how they're going to be collecting tithe and offering from their different members. I show you a video where it actually came out a few months ago where it was talking about, it's not even up to a month, where it was talking about how Job did not pay tithe and God allowed the devil to attack him and all of that. What is not even in the Bible, it's not only limited to Oyedepo, it's limited. A lot of Nigerian pastors are actually doing all those things just to ensure that they store their members with everything possible, just to turn the scripture upside down to just get what they want from their members and all of that. A lot of irregularities are taking place in the Christendom, and Nigerian GOs never see what they are doing as something bad. And at the same time, with everything that is happening in the Christendom, Adeboye will still come out to tell us that what the politicians are doing is the right thing, that we should be praying for the politicians, we should be praying for Nigeria. How long are we going to pray for these people when these people are not ready to make Nigerians right? How long are we going to pray for these people that are causing troubles in Nigeria? A lot of killings in different places in Nigeria. Christendom, there is no peace. If you are praying in your church in Sundays, you cannot even close your two eyes praying in your different churches because you can be attacked. Now, Adeboye said we should be praying for these people, pray for them and all of that. Now, the worst have finally happened. Is it prayer that Nigeria need? Now, I'll be telling us in this platform that it is not prayer that Nigeria need, that Nigeria need action for us to get things right. But they said no. They are attacking me in different conversations and all of that. They said Nigerians need prayers, that it is the prayer that Nigeria need and all of that. Nigeria need action for things to be right. Now, look at what happened now. everything have gone down now. A lot of tears in the Christendom in the earlier today. So I'll be showing you the video now for you to see what really transpired. Just stay connected to the end of this video. You can share the video, ensure you share it, and you can share it, like it. Stay connected. I'm coming back again.
Because what you have here looks like you call it quagmire. Actually, that's what it is. It's a quagmire, you know, where to get out of it is a big problem.
All right, Barrister Darlington, let me quickly get your reaction from everything that Mr. Dennis has revealed to us, Mr. Macri has revealed to us.
The first thing to getting out of this place or this thing we are in is a strong judiciary. Apart from a leadership that is very focused, we need a strong judiciary. Unfortunately, Precious, our judiciary has been compromised.
Oh, wow.
With what is going on. That is why this is going to be difficult too. The former chief of army staff, Borotai, he told you that this is a 20-year campaign. He said it. That this thing will last for 20 years. That means there is an agenda that they are not telling us. That is why if you check very well, most northern leaders, the way they talk about this thing, you don't even see any, you don't see them being very vehement, very forceful about this insecurity. They just see it as if it's normal. Meanwhile, they are the hardest hit. They are not bothered. But when it comes to power, you will see them, they will flare up. Remember when Tinubu wanted to go and remove somebody in Niger? You saw how they came out. That the people there are their cousins. You should not touch them. Can you imagine? In Niger, what concerns you with Niger? That
but we have a railroad leading to Niger. We're yet to have one from Abuja to Enugu State.
Good. That will tell you that their loyalty is not here. Precious. I wish some people will go deeper. Ab initio, these people, they never wanted Nigeria. In 1957, we were supposed to have independence before Ghana. They told us they are not ready. They said it. The Saduna told Azikiwe and Awolowo that they are not ready, that they can go on. I don't know why Azikiwe and Awolowo had to wait for them till 1960. Even after 1960, when we got independence, go and Google what the Saduna said on the, I think on the 12th of October 1960 on Nigerian Pilot. How the man described Nigeria, he said that it is their heritage given to them by their forefathers.
That what is?
Nigeria. That is how you describe it.
The entire Nigeria.
I am telling you.
Mr. Macri, are you aware of that kind of revelation?
I said, I have written about it.
Well,
he said it.
The
Nigerian pilot.
Jihadist.
Okay.
The original jihadists have a different opinion about what this place is. You know, and then of course some statements which are documented.
Exactly.
Have been written whereby some people say that they have to dip the Quran in the Atlantic Ocean. What does that mean? It means that the whole from the north down to the south, you know, will be part of Islamized.
Exactly.
President Olusegun Obasanjo have said it about plan to Islamize Nigeria.
Do you believe that's the real thing?
These are all facts that are there.
Look, because a lot of people are of the opinion that, you know, all of these headers, farmers issue, banditry and all that is a subtle sign of this particular cause. Do you agree?
It's not a subtle sign. It's a jihad that is active. There's an active, ongoing jihad in Nigeria.
Good.
You know, that's my analysis.
Exactly.
You are well on public radio, so you know it's totally your opinion, but you're sure that it's something you can defend if the authorities come for you.
Well, do you need
when I assert any point, I tell you where to find it out. You know, these are public, these are open source.
They have said it themselves. What are you doubting again?
This is open source information, you know. Don't worry about your radio, whether you think when they can verify these facts that are there in the open space.
Good. When the Benue State Governor, Autumn, when he started the anti-grazing law, the Mietiala leader came out openly and said that unless this man remove that thing, that they are going to invite their people all over Africa and they will make that state ungovernable. Before the camera, he said it. Is that not what happened?
And by the way, that same crisis is the reason why we have over 25 people dead right now in Kogi State as a result of a spillover of the Agatu, farmer header community issue. So, Mr. Dennis Amakri, let me take you straight to Taraba State, where Wadume's return is being celebrated. You do know the case of Wadume very well. That led to the death of security agencies, security of officials in this country, and a compromise by one other security agency in Nigeria. And the fact that he's given just a very short time to serve concerning all that is surrounding him, do you think that his celebration by his people is very apt?
Well,
and do you think justice was done too?
Darlington has said it already, that if we want to get out of all these problems, we have to have a strong judiciary. And you find out that even before, the laws that control kidnapping were not much. I think a year, 6 months or a year or something like that. And now they said, some people said, let it be a death sentence, let's do this, that. Now, Wadume has been in jail, and he was jailed for 7 years, so he has completed, and then, of course, he has to come out. That's the rule of law. The judge has given his judgment, and then, of course, as the judge pleases, that's the situation.
All right, Barrister Darlington. Concerning the Wadume issue.
It is not enough that Wadume came out. What I'm asking, what are the surrounding issues, like the army captain, Tijani Balarabe, who was supposed to, in fact, he was even the chief culprit in this matter, because the death of those policemen, I mean, IG crack team, 5 of them who went to arrest Wadume. It was that Tijani Balarabe that caused their death, because he ordered his men at the checkpoint to fire their vehicle. And when they demobilized the vehicle, they still went there. Instead of saying, okay, you gentlemen, you can go back to where you're coming from. We have nothing to do with it. This is our man. They did not do that. He had to shoot them direct hits, and all of them were killed. And they removed Wadume from their midst with handcuff. He now took them into a bush where he called the welder to cut off the handcuff they placed on him, and the man was released. During the investigation, it was discovered that there was a phone call going on between Wadume and this Balarabe Tijani. The police said, hand this man over to us so that we can prosecute him with the judge. They said no, they are going to take him to their barracks and court-martial him. From there, this man went on a course up to today. That was how that man escaped justice. I mean, the chief suspect in this matter, a military officer. Those men they killed, they have father, they have wife, they have children, they have brothers and sisters. Nobody talking about them. All because of what? Tijani Balarabe, who is a very good ally of Wadume. It was discovered there was 192 phone calls between these two, even while investigation was going on. Everything was pointing at this man called Tijani. Instead of the military to hand him over for proper trial, they took him and sent him out of Nigeria for a course. Are you telling me that this man was not working with a high-ranking military officer for him to have gotten this privilege? These people they killed now because of what that man did. Who owns them? I don't know human beings. I don't know Nigerians. But when they were killing people in Okwama, that their men were killed, people were supporting them. These other people have been killing extrajudiciary. I don't know human beings. Are they not? That is the question Nigerians should be asking. Wadume is out now. Every other thing about that matter is over. The policemen that died, nobody talking about them. Even at that, the IGP raised another thing. Who arrested Wadume somewhere before he started going through trial? The military released him to get out of Nigeria. For one reason or the other, the man went to go and enjoy himself somewhere in Kano, where the police picked him up. You can imagine. So, within that period, pressure, did you notice that there was no kidnap within that area? Did that EB community where Wadume was holding court? Now that he's back, are you sure he will not go back to his business because of the way he was celebrated? I said the entire community was shut down to welcome him. A criminal. Precious, a criminal.
All right, Mr. Dennis Amakrisa, let's have your passing shot on this so that I can let you go. My listeners are itching to jumping on the conversation. We usually open phone lines. My phone lines are already buzzing. They're itching to jumping on the conversation. So let's have your concluding thoughts, sir.
Yeah, I when I joined the security services, I was schooled for more than a year on patriotism. And that's why we love this country. We see it as our own. And then, of course, all the people during our class, we have everybody from every state. People from every state were in our class. Until today, we're like brothers and sisters. And,
irrespective of tribe and state, right? Or religion.
Yes, irrespective of tribe and state or religion. Today, that our cause meets. And I think it's the same thing in the military before. So we see each other as brother, and there must be a patriotic favor. Because for a country like Nigeria to progress, there must be serious patriotism. Here in the United States, people are proud of their country.
I'm telling you.
And we should be proud of our own country. Where you will arrest an American citizen, and the first thing he will tell you is that he's an American citizen. I don't know how many of us will be bold enough to say, I'm Nigerians. In fact, if you say that because of the way that some Nigerians have spoiled the name of the country, you better not say it, because when you say it, you are compounding your own problem.
That's the truth.
So I think we should be more patriotic. We need a patriotic leader. And then, of course, the institutions of government must be strong enough, to withhold this country.
All right. Do you believe that is going to happen in your lifetime? Just my final question.
Oh, yes, it would happen in my lifetime. Yes, I believe that.
Thank you. Yes. Thank you so much. So, Mr. Dennis Mbakri is a former Deputy Director of the DSS. Thank you so much for joining us, sir. I called you in a very short notice and you obliged me. It means so much to me. Thank you so much.
Thank you very much for having me.
Thank you. All right, Lagos Barrister Darlington. Yes. There's a whole lot to talk about still. Sheikh Husani is telling President Buhari, Tinubu, to stop letting people come and visit him in private jets with people's money, with the public funds. He should just tell them to stay where they are and utilize public funds for public purposes. What do you have to say about that?
He will not even listen to him, because Tinubu like a crowd to be around him. Yes, he like people to come and show solidarity. Is there any time he's coming to Lagos that the airport is not filled with activities? He has stopped the convoy from airport to his Bodilon home. But the airport, that one is sacrosanct. People must be there to dance or one, but to welcome him.
Okay, so just a good breaking news. We hear that the Economic and Financial Crimes Commission, EFCC, has recovered 30 billion naira in the ongoing investigation of suspended Minister of Humanitarian Affairs, Poverty Alleviation, Better You Do, and former Chief Executive Officer of the National Social Investment Program Authority, Halima Shehu. And we also hear that so far, the EFCC says it's investigating about 50 bank accounts. We've been asking, how far better you do now? President Tinubu says, step aside, let's do investigation. And so how far? So EFCC has given us updates. They are working.
Precious.
Sir?
It was it not in this country that they told you that between 2015 and 2023 or so, all the money that EFCC was supposed to recover, there is no record of them. True or false? True or false? So what are you celebrating and jubilating? That is the last you will hear about that money. If you think that...
So, Barrister Darlington, Mr. Dennis told us to be very patriotic about our country. You don't sound like you're very patriotic, like you're hopeful that we're getting things right.
My dear, listen very well. I have read history of countries who are patriotic. They did something before patriotism came. With the way Nigeria is now, patriotism is far from all of us. No Nigerian can be patriotic with the way this country is being run now. Don't deceive yourself. Except there is a paradigm shift. Except something happen that will realign our sense of reasoning. that will bring up new leadership in this country. There cannot be patriotism the way things are going, whereby you be selecting who to prosecute and who not to prosecute. You be selecting who to give privilege and who not to give privilege.
Okay.
How can the country work?
All right, thank you. Let's open phone lines. Nigerians are itching to jumping on the conversation. Lagos phone lines are now open. Let's begin to take your thoughts and reactions. In case you're just joining us, we've had quite an interesting conversation. So we started with the story of Edo State, where we did tell you that after, of course, the impeachment of the deputy governor of Edo State today, Philip Shaibu, Edo State Governor Obaseki swears in Omobayo Marvelous Godwin as Shaibu's replacement as a new deputy governor of the state. And then Shaibu spits out and says, I'll fight this injustice because of the impeachment, right? So yes. And then we also did tell you, we narrated the security issue in Nigeria. We really chronicled, a few of the current ones. Gunmen abduct ex-militant leader Egberi Papa, kill 2 aides. And of course, update to that conversation is the fact that the police has confirmed that abduction as an arrest by a sister agency. Kogi community buries 25 victims of banditry. We also did tell you that terrorists killed army lieutenant, wounded 4 soldiers in Buratai ambush. This is according to the defense headquarters, as they clarify and says, oh no, they didn't kill plenty army officers, it's just one that died there. Reintegrating terrorists into society dangerous. Ex-soldiers tell federal government, that is retired soldiers tells federal government. Mixed reactions as Taraba kidnap kingpin Wadume gets heroic welcome after jail term. Interesting, right? We also did tell you that court declines to relocate Binance executive Tigran Gambarian from Kuje prison to EFCC custody. They say stay where other people will commit crime, they stay. Na prison day. Stop government officials from spending public funds on private jets to visit you for Salah. Shehu Sani tells President Bola Ahmed Tinubu. Zamfara, don't spare anybody involved in kidnapping banditry group to Governor Lawal. You do recall that Governor Lawal he's actually been on federal government about the banditry issue in the state. All right. Better Idu scandal, 30 billion naira recovered, 50 bank accounts under investigation, EFCC says so. Lagos, these are the hot topics that we have. Let's begin to take your thoughts and reactions, sir.
Before you take that thought, what is wrong if Nigerian government, even Tinubu government, now call those who brought about this insecurity and bring them to book? Because we know them now. We have seen their statement, we have seen their actions. What is wrong if we now say, Mr. Man, why did you go and call terrorists to come into this country? What is your purpose? What were you pursuing? I mean, prosecute them because the evidence is there in the open. Prosecute them. Send them to jail. But because nobody have told them, even called their name, that is why they are still proud. El-Rufai is threatening to take Tinubu to court. For what? After what you have done. Precious, sir? Are you sure we have a country? Hold on. Are you sure
we have a country, sir? Please, that is not negotiable. We have a country.
Fine, you have a country, and you now wait to invite terrorists to come and occupy your country.
That is still according to.
According to what? Is it not? Are you not seeing it? Hold on. Is it not obvious? Didn't you hear what you really read? What one of them said here? How can you be a patriotic person and you brought terrorists into your country? Deliberately carry out. Look, do you know that for you to be called a communist in America is the highest crime? For you to be called a communist, to tell you how they cherish their government, their type of democracy, but to hear somebody because of power, you went to go invite terrorists.
That is what Kawu Baraje said.
That is what he said. Is it not what you are seeing?
He said that long ago, sir.
No, it is good. Had they left? These people that are killing Nigerians without any mercy, are they Nigerians? Please answer me. Are they Nigerians? Why is it that whenever you want to be harsh on them, somebody will come out and say no? Somebody is been telling you if you anybody who will attack this bandit, we will not vote for him because they are our boys. Is that not what Shegumi have been saying? And these are people who claim to be Nigerians, who claim to love this country, and yet nobody have called them to book.
But if anything, if what Kawubara just said is anything to go by, and if it's true, just like Mr. Dennis Amakri had said, the former DSS boss, do you not now think that they have a legitimate concern?
Because about what? What concern? I don't understand. Legitimate what?
Concern, and those who fight for them also may have a legitimate concern for
My
fighting
dear,
for them.
there is no legitimacy in bringing terrorists into this country.
No, I mean the people who feel used and dumped.
In what way? Hey, you that brought them. You didn't hear me. You that brought them. You that brought them for what purpose?
Okay.
That is the question.
Barrister Darlington,
why could you do that because you want to get power?
Phone lines are open. Nigerians are itching to jumping on the conversation.
And you still have to man to talk.
Thank you for staying connected, my great and wonderful viewers. That man that was talking in that place is a former DSS officer. That man is a boss in DSS, and that man explained everything. The reason behind all the terrorism in Nigeria. He explained everything, and you heard it yourself. You did not hear it, or you can dig back to the video again and rewatch and listen to what that man is saying. That's the truth of the matter. Now, Nigerian Christians are not doing anything. These people came to Nigeria through Nigeria government just to come and Islamize Nigeria. That is what these people are actually saying. This is not my own personal opinion, because I actually show you the video that speaks out everything for you, and you can hear the men speaking in that very video. But Nigerian pastors never see to this. All they care after is the offering they want to collect in church, the tithe, and all of that. Adeboye still have the temerity to come out and miss all the suffering that was bestowed on Nigeria, and miss all the killings and all of that. Adeboye still come out in big media platform and still made it known to the general public that the government is doing well, that the people need to be praying for the government, that all these irregularities should stop. Now the question that we are asking Adeboye, because whether we like it or not, Adeboye is the representative of all Christians in Nigeria. Whether we like it or not, he's not the camp president, but as far as Nigeria Christianity is concerned, Adeboye is playing the leading role, because he is the one that all the government officials are listening to when they want to make anything regarding Christianity, when they want to hear anything from the Christendom. They call on Adeboye to Aso Rock. He will never call on all Nigeria Jews. Adeboye will be their representative on all of that. And the same Adeboye is the one coming out now to tell us that the government is doing well, that we should be praying for Nigeria always. The Nigeria that we have been praying for right from 1990s. The Nigerians that our parents have been praying for right from 1990s. Now tell me, what did the prayer do? And all this killing still continues. What is the prayer doing? Now, Gumi spoke about terrorism, and it is very clear to everyone that this man knows something about this terrorism thing and all of that. Did they do anything to him? Nothing is being done to this guy. They left him. I didn't mean that it's a common man that make all those speech that Gumi make. They would have jailed the person and throw the person in prison and all of that. Now it is becoming more real to Nigerians that the people behind the terrorism of Nigeria, they are now in the Aso Rock chamber. Now nothing is being done. They didn't take the terrorists with hard hands, and now El-Rufai is saying that I want to sue Tinubu. What did Tinubu do to El-Rufai? Just because Tinubu is trying to make some moves that will affect their terrorist groups and all of that, they say I want to sue Tinubu to court. Look at the infantry and the temerity. What is going on in Nigeria? According to what this man said, they said they are trying to Islamize Nigeria. Whether we like it or not, Nigeria is not an Islamic country. Nigeria is comprised of both Christian, Islam, and traditions. Nigeria is not an Islamic country. Now, he said they are trying to Islamize Nigeria, and Nigerian pastors did not see this coming. They never see this coming. That is why they are doing everything possible to make sure that they extort their members in their different churches. All they know, all they care about is how to collect tithe and offering from their members, and how to be planting churches up and down just to earn more revenue. Even United States, that is a pure Christian country, the number of churches that we have in United States is not as much as the number of churches that we have in Nigeria, that is not a pure Christian country. Because whether we like it or not, there's no Islam like that in US. All they believe is Jesus and all of that. They believe in Christianity. They are followers of Christ. And US in question is more bigger than Nigeria, and the number of churches we have in US is not as much as the number of churches that we have in Nigeria. And this Nigeria is a country where we still have Islamic, but the number of churches we have is more than US. These people are doing everything possible to extort their members, to collect tithe and offering, plant churches up and down. There's no industry. They don't plant industries. All they plant is churches and all of that, and not knowing that terrorists are already passing through the back to come and Islamize Nigeria. You can see the killings up and down, the way they are mafiaing people and they are crime people. They are mafiaing people anyhow. People are going down. If you are praying in your churches now, you can't pray with your two eyes closed on Sundays and on vigils again. A lot of churches in Nigeria are no more holding vigils. Why? Because they believe that they can be attacked by all these terrorists and all of that. And yet, nothing is being done. Nigerian GOs have failed Nigerians totally because Nigerians receive total failure from the political system, I mean the politicians, and by so doing, they run under the umbrella of their different religions. So some of us run under the umbrella of Christianity. Now in the Christendom again, our GOs that we depend on, they are now failing us. They are now extorting us, planting churches up and down. The churches we have in US that is bigger than Nigeria, the number of churches that we have in US that is not even an Islamic country. There's no Islam in US. All they believe in is Jesus, total Christianity. The number of churches they have there is not as much as the number of churches that we have in Nigeria that is not even a pure Christian country. Looking at what is happening now, these people are collecting tithe and offering and using to be planting churches up and down. There's no industry, no planting of industry, and not knowing that terrorists are already passing through the back to come and Islamize us. Now, the video leaked in the early half today, this video that I just finished watching leaked in the early half today, that they are trying to Islamize Nigeria, to turn into a total Islamic country. Now, that is why a lot of people are actually writing RIP to Christianities in Nigeria. Now, they are trying to Islamize Nigeria. According to this video, according to what these people are actually saying in this place, what do you guys think? Do you really think what these guys are saying is a total lie or is a total fallacy and all of that? Because they buttress their point with everything that is really happening. El-Rufai is trying to sue Tinubu to court and all of that. What did Tinubu do to El-Rufai? Just because they pointed hand on him, because they pointed hand on El-Rufai, that is one of those people that are behind the terrorism and all of that, and even Gumi and all of that, nothing is being done about them. Because they pointed hand on them, they are trying to sue Tinubu and all of that. These people did not own Nigeria. In a situation where Gumi spoke about terrorism in such a way that it's very obvious that he knows something about this terrorist group and all of that, and nothing is being done to him. I think that's a common Nigerian. They would have put the person around the bar or put the person in jail. But in a situation where we are making it visible that some Nigerians are more Nigerian than some Nigerians, some Nigerians are having more rights than some Nigerians, this will not work in this country. It is until we get it right and the judicial system is very strong and unbiased, that is when we will get it right. So I would just endeavor that we should stop posting RIP Christianity in a different social media platform just because we believe that they are trying to Islamize us doesn't mean that they are going to pass or they are going to be successful. So just keep on your faith in the different religions that you believe in, and God will surely see us through. But whether we like it or not, Nigeria need action to get it right. So drop a opinion in the comment section on this video regarding what these people said. That man that spoke was a former DSS boss. What do you think that this man said? What do you think that he said? Do you really think what he said is right? Drop your opinions and gonna forget and that's another for you. Make sure you follow me on my social media handles on Facebook at LAJUPOG TV and LAJUPOG Entertainment, and on Instagram at LAJUPOG. Guess what, guys? See you in my next video. Bye.
I see the hot for my body, I say make I yarn you. Religious cause plenty day for body. Pastor with the line on top, be pastor. For LAJUPOG Watch TV. Pastor with the back, where politician with the do pass himself. All the while you waiting for church. All as LAJUPOG Watch TV.